Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Game production, and as you might have guessed, that one game between episodes didn't go particularly well. So as you can see here, we did unfortunately lose to Liverpool. That does mean we have now lost 4 on the trot and have gone 5 without a victory. Now, it's not as bad as it looks, I must say. So Liverpool, comfortable 2-0 victory. We had 4 shots, they had 19, 4 in target to their 9, 15 fouls to their 7, 0 yellow cards to 1, 54% possession to 46. We was very wasteful in our possession. We put up a good fight, but in the end, Liverpool was the better team. Mane scored a lovely screamer on the 85th minute, and of course, Esposito on the 31st scored a lovely team goal. That leads us into today's fixtures. Of course, we shall be playing Bournemouth and Fulham away. And how do we look in the league? Well, Norwich has unfortunately taken advantage and stayed above us. They are 1 point above, but lucky for us, Burnley did us a favour a couple of days ago, beat them 1-0. That means with our game in hand, we can leapfrog them, go 2 points ahead, and hopefully steal that 6th place spot. Because this year we don't have a 7th place European spot. That is due to Tottenham down in 10th, stealing that EC2 spot for themselves. But without further ado, let's go head to Bournemouth and see if we can pick up a victory. Okay, ladies and gents, as you can see, we've safely arrived here in Bournemouth, and I've been enjoying a little bit of the beach before today's game. But it hasn't been the greatest weather, as you can see behind me. Hopefully that's not an omen for today's game, but without further ado, I will see you fine folks in the stadium in just a second. Okay everyone, so we are finally here inside Dean Court for today's Premier League game, and our team who will be playing Bournemouth today will be Butland in goal, Reinwald, Berk, Pavlovic and Vigore at the back. We have Navarro alongside Palacios in central midfield. That is because Dragomir is not quite so fit, so he's going to be sitting on the bench from the start. We then have Diabate on the left, Mahi on the right, very similar situation. Bowen is fit to play, doesn't quite have the fitness though. Gaetano in central attacking mid, and Brewster of course up front. Our bench consists of Pereira, Emerson, Guimarães, Pearson, Dragomir, Egeria and Diaz. That is partly because Al-Zabi has been struggling a lot to score, so Diaz is going to be our backup striker for the remainder of the season probably. So let's get into the dressing room and see what Carlos thinks. So Carlos, what do you think?
Tell the team that they're expected to prove a point today.
Well, Carlos, I think that is a pretty reasonable approach. At least you're not doing the do it for the fans when we're away. At least you realise that. So we've got nothing to lose yet. No, I expect nothing but a win from this match. Could now run a bad result. Yes, seems perfectly reasonable. Everyone is keen. Seem a couple of passionates in there. We've got a nice-ish. Would have liked to see a bit of green. But Georgia Pope of BBC Radio Humberside, the devious young lady who follows us everywhere, who we have a great respect for. You're 15th in the Premier League form table. After poor recent run, can you turn things around today? Well, yes, I just turned my chair around. Now, we need to find some form, and quickly. This is a good chance for us to do so. Bournemouth recent struggles have them 16th in the form table. Is this a chance to pile on the misery? It's definitely an opportunity. Callum Wilson has been banging in the goals in the Premier League so far. How do you plan to stop him? Break his legs? No. That's actually really good form. I wish we could buy him. He's a fine player, but we have fine players too. We have Brewster up front after all. Ramsdale has been almost unbeatable in goal. Every goalkeeper, even the great ones, have weaknesses. So let's go out there and beat Bournemouth. Ødegaard coming down this wing, plays it taggy back to Ødegaard. Nice ball in Bournemouth, and that's a lovely save by Butland. Lovely second save, but it falls to Wilson. Hold the ball, Butland. Hold it. You did nice to block both those shots, but hold the ball, please. Please, Butland. I guess you don't want extra games and being playing in Europe, but still, just hold the ball. It's for the benefit of us all. Vigore to Palacios though. Palacios to Navarro. Navarro bringing the ball up now. Plays it to Palacios back to Navarro. Nice 1-2 between them two. Mahi has Vigore on the wing. Plays it down to Vigore. Can Vigore get a nice cross in? No. He plays it short to Mahi. Mahi holds the ball up and gives it straight back to Bournemouth. Not good. Alvaro coming back on the counter-attack. He's just ran through our defence, and that was a worrying save. Just pushed onto the post and then slowly gathered. Gaetano to Reinwald. Reinwald, can he get a nice ball in? No, it is headed away, and we can't even collect it on the head away. Alvaro coming on the counter-attack once more, and it's a goal. I don't know why we have Butland in goal. I don't know what he's even attempting. This is pathetic performance here away at Bournemouth. I'm going to tell the lads to show some passion. We are going attacking because we are already 2-0 down, and it is 5 minutes into the game. 5 minutes. What is my team doing? Butland, we expect more. By more, I don't mean conceding more. Butland to Pavlovic. Pavlovic across to Burke. Burke up to Palacios. Navarro. Nice ball to Gaetano. Gaetano gets dispossessed. Rodriguez to Hagi now. To Erdegaard. Erdegaard to Drinkwater. Alvaro to Wilson. Wilson has just walked through our defence, and it's free. I didn't realise Bournemouth was a top of the table team. Didn't realise we had 2 fixtures against Liverpool. Just to give this some sort of perspective, where on earth are Bournemouth? They're down in 10th. Before this game, they was down in 12th. Jesus. Mid-table team, and they are ripping us to shreds. This is rather worrying. Rather worrying indeed. Reinwald throws it to Navarro. Navarro holds it up to Palacios. Palacios to Reinwald. Reinwald to Palacios. Palacios back to Burke on the halfway line. Plays it over to Navarro. Navarro, nice crossfield ball to Mahi. Can Mahi do anything with it though? Keeps in possession. What's it in? Brewster. Come on, Rian. Rian Brewster keeping us with some sort of faith with his 45th goal of the season. Nice one, Rian, but we could do with 2 more. I must say, this is rather bad. Demand more. Everyone's focused up. They better be focused up. We should not be losing to Bournemouth, and we definitely should not be 3-0 down as quick as we were. Alvaro no to Felipe. Felipe tries one over the top. Pavlovic intercepts it. Vigore now in possession. Plays it back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic holding possession. Might give it away. No, gives it to Palacios. Nice ball over to Mahi. Mahi is cutting inside. Will he play a ball over the top? He does. Diabate is running on to the end of it. Nice save, but Brewster. Oh, it's a double save by Ramsdale. Reinwald has possession now, and it's the end of the highlight. Corner though, Diabate whips one in. Brewster. Oh, Brewster, it's blocked. Gaetano's got possession though. Can we get it back into the box? Gaetano plays it back to Vigore. Vigore, no, it's the end of the highlight. Come on, lads. Erdegaard with a free kick, and that looked like it was going wide, Butland. I don't know why you gifted them a corner when we are going into added time, 3-1 down. But Pavlovic heads it away. Gaetano collects the ball. Nice ball up to Rian Brewster. Can Rian Brewster single-handedly bring us into this game? That is the question. Because nobody else seems to be doing very much. But it is Bournemouth 3, Hull City 1 at half-time. Callum Wilson has 2. Alvaro has 1. Rian Brewster has 1. They've had 11 shots, we've had 10. 9 on target, we've had 5. 1 foul to our 7. 0 yellow cards to our 2. 47% possession to our 53. Their best performer, of course, has been Callum Wilson with 2 goals and an 8.7. Our best has been Rian Brewster with 1 goal and a 7.1. Struggling to perform for them is Felix Paslak with a 6.7 and 0% crossing completion ratio. For us is Reinwald, 0% crossing completion ratio and a 6.4 as a result. Tell the team their performance was disappointing. I'm going to get aggressive. How quickly we conceded those goals has got me rather pent up with anger. So show something else in the second half before I throw a hairdryer at your head. That is my response to their first half performance. Hopefully they can respond in kind. If not, we are in for a world of trouble. In fact, who can slide up? Gaetano can actually slide up front. So we shall do that. You shall play advance forward. Brewster, what do you want? You want to play advance forward. That is the problem. You be complete for them, Gaetano. Give us something else up there. Give us a couple of players who can attempt to score some goals. It is kind of tempting to go for 3-3 at this point. We have plenty of players who we can push up there. So maybe we do that. We are going to go with a show some passion though for a couple of minutes. And now we are in substitution time. So let's go with that 4-3-3. So we shall go, Diabate drops there. No, Diabate, get in between the two. Thank you very much. Mahi, get up there now. Mahi can go off. We bring on Diaz. Diaz can be a false 9. Interesting. I kind of want Brewster to be in the middle though. So advance forward. False 9 can go there. We then bring on who is struggling the most. Them two are on yellow cards, but I kind of have to risk them. Navarro is having an awful game. We shall bring on you for Diabate though, because that is the first thing we need to sort out. Now, DLP, can you do... You know, you go to box. You go deep line play, make a defense. You can stay Mazzala but attacking. And we shall bring on Dragomir instead of you, because Dragomir is a much better player. Hopefully he can help us come back into this game. And in fact, we are going to go very attacking because we are in need of 2 goals, not just the 1. We shall of course drop to normal attacking if we pull 1 back, and just hope we can squeeze out 2 back. Ryan Weld coming down this left hand side, plays it to Diaz. Diaz holds the ball up and gets dispossessed by Paslak. He's won it back though. Nice one, Diaz. Dragomir. Ball through to Brewster. Brewster, where you're running. That's the opposite direction to where the ball's going. Hagi on the counter attack now for Bournemouth. Plays it to Erdegaard. Erdegaard through to Alvaro. Alvaro cutting inside, and it's back post Hagi. Bugger. This has been a disappointing performance. And I'm getting spam with notifications on my phone. I apologise if they are loud. I did put them on top of something soft so it wasn't vibrating on my monitor base. But it still sounds kind of loud with my earphones in. I would assume it sounds kind of loud on the microphone too. But this has been a rather disappointing performance here against Bournemouth. Don't know how we managed to get ripped apart by Bournemouth in 30 seconds, but these things happen, and yes, 30 seconds, not 30 minutes. It literally felt like 30 seconds, the way Callum Wilson scored on the 2nd and they scored on the 5th, and then Callum Wilson got a 3rd on the 24th. But it is Bournemouth 4, Hull City 1 here at Bournemouth. They got 14 shots off, we got 12. 10 on target, we had 5, 3 fouls to our 15, 1 yellow cards, 3 yellow cards, 51% possession to 49. It was very much a case of the Liverpool game once more, except Bournemouth made us a bit more punished than Liverpool did. Alvaro was their best player, 2 assists and a 9 rating as a result. Our best performance was Brewster with that 1 goal and a 7.1. Struggling to perform was Reece Burke, 6.3 as a result, and Ryan Fraser, 6.7 and 1 mistake. So let's go to the dressing room and throw some hair dryers. So, aggressively. No, not passionately. Now we're going aggressively. I expect to see you all in training. You don't deserve rest after that performance. Nobody deserves a rest after that performance. The irony is I'm probably going to rest them because they will be shattered for the next game against Fulham. But speaking of the game against Fulham, I hope to see you guys there in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, so as you can see, we've safely made the little trip across from Bournemouth up here into London. More specifically, however, we are here on Stevenage Road and outside Craven Cottage, the home of Fulham. So we shall head on down the road to our entrance. As you can see, this whole area is home supporters only. So we can't enter through there. We then have the stadium store with its lovely Royal Mail bags and the reception for Craven Cottage here at the front. But we've got to go head on down to the turnstiles, so we shall head on over here, where it appears they've also been playing Bournemouth themselves. So without further ado, I will see you fine folks in the stadium in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, it is time, of course, for our second game here at Craven Cottage, and hopefully we can finally bounce back and get a win. And the team trying to do that will be our normal starting 11. We've finally got everyone back fit and ready. So we have Butland in goal, Reinwald at left back, Katic and Pavlovic in central defence, Vigore on the right, Dragomir and Palacios in central midfield, Gaetano in front of them, Diabate on the left, Bowen on the right, and Brewster, of course, up front. Our bench is Pereira, Burke, Guimarães, Pearson, Navarro, Ageria and Diaz. They're looking to go at us with a 4-1-2-2-1, otherwise known as a 4-3-3, according to this game. So without further ado, let's go take out their flying V with our starting 11. So Carlos thinks we should tell the team, no uncertain terms, that they must show an improvement from our last outing. I've been saying that for the past 5 games, Carlos. Luckily, since the last game, we did have a bit of a team talk. I told them, you've all got the ability to do better. And they all reacted well. So hopefully they can bounce back today against Fulham. So, passionately, I don't know how we're the underdogs against Fulham, to be honest. It's time to put our power out there and make it count. Yes. Passionate speech. So, Lewis Russell from 442 Publication is an enthusiastic fellow who we have a great respect for, says it's not the best weather for football out there today. How do you think the conditions will affect your performance? I mean, if Bournemouth Beach has anything to go by, not so good. I don't think they're too bad. We're going to try to play our normal game, and I'm confident we can do that. Hull are unbeaten. What? Oh, Hull are unbeaten in 3 matches against Fulham. I was going to say, we've not got a win in like 5 games. But how much of an edge does this give your team? Well, if we can pick up that form and not our recent form, it gives us a big edge. I've made sure the players know their... whatever. Your team selection was offering very little way of surprise. Are you confident? Yes. My team picks itself. It's a very strong team, and we've got every chance of winning if they play to their ability. Are you hoping that Palacios carries his recent good form into this match? I mean, has anyone had recent good form? I don't know how you can say someone's had recent good form when we haven't won in X amount of games, but he's been playing really well, and I certainly want him to keep that up. I shall go along with his BS. I shall regurgitate the rubbish that he is spewing in my direction. But we have Lukaku, plays it to O'Reilly, to Nihilus. It's blocked. That can't be the Lukaku, surely. Diabate tries a ball over the top. I'm not going to click him because we all know the rules of clicking a player in Football Manager. They do then score several goals. Palacios, nice ball over the top to Brewster. Brewster one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Lovely save, but it's in. Come on, ref. No, you can't. I hate VAR. Petition to get VAR removed from football. For this one specific goal. Now, we have leapfrogged Norwich, however. We are currently drawing, and that does put us above them, but they do have a game in hand. So they could always leapfrog us back. As things currently stand, West Brom is currently 1-1 against Burnley 2, and West Ham is currently beating Southampton 1-0. Man City is 0-0. But let's get into the rest of this fixture, and it looks like we're going to have a pretty boring first half. Katic plays it back to Butland. Butland don't do anything done. Nice ball to Reinwald. Reinwald does have support. Will he use it? Diabate to Dragomir. Dragomir comes inside, plays it to Palacios. Palacios, will he try ball through to Gaetano? No. He plays it over to Bowen on this right-hand side. Bowen holds it up. Back to Palacios now. Nice ball across field. Headed, and it is down to Diabate. Diabate has Reinwald making a run on this left-hand side. Use him, Diabate. Surely you play it out wide. No! He cuts inside, and is that a penalty? Please? Hey, we've got a penalty, folks. Now, can Bowen come back and be a hero, as we all know Bowen is? Yes, he does. Come on, Jared. That is Jared Bowen's 10th goal of the season. He's missed rather a lot of games this season, I believe, and it is nice to see him come back and pop one in the net. I do feel like a lot of them have come through penalties, though, this year. I haven't seen a lot of Jared Bowen ripping up defences. Gaetano back post, Katic headed away though. Bowen has collected the ball once more. Can he get it back out wide? No. He plays it back to Palacios and the whistle goes. So it is Fulham 0, Hull City 1 here at Craven Cottage in half time. They've had 5 shots, we've had 6. 1 on target, we've had 5. 4 fouls to 4 fouls, 0 yellow cards to our 2, 52% possession to our 48. Their best performer has been Rodak, their goalkeeper. He's made 5 saves and got 6.9 as a result. Jared Bowen for us has also got 6.9 and had 91% passing completion ratio. Struggling to perform is Edmilson Fernandez, 0% crossing completion ratio and a 6.4 as a result. Palacios for us, however, only has a 6.5 and no reason for it. Other games around the league: Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0, West Bromwich Albion 1, Burnley 1, West Ham 1, Southampton 0. So let's see what Carlos thinks after that first half. And he thinks we should tell the boys they did well and their efforts were excellent. Assertively, things are going well, but I know you're capable of better. Yes, that seems like a reasonable reflection on those half-time ratings. You are playing well, lads, but I think you can do even more. So, Fulham in possession now on the halfway line. We are just at the start of this second half, of course. Trying to come down our left-hand channel, the right-hand channel for them. Nice tackle by Gaetano, though. Will he give it back away? No, plays back to Dragomir, who plays a lovely ball over to Brewster. Brewster one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it's a goal. Come on, Rian. It's going to be disallowed again. It's going to be disallowed. Yep. VAR. VAR, VAR, VAR. Ay, 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 VAR. VAR. It's turning me into a pirate. Not liking these VAR decisions. They are very much destroying our ability to destroy Fulham. Speaking of which, where are Fulham in the league? Okay, so Fulham's down in 14th, and they were favourites. Okay. Okay, game. If you say so. I know who's on bad form, but team down in 14th probably shouldn't be favourites against a team up in 6th, 7th place in the league, even if they are at home. But Butland collects the ball. Nice ball over to Bowen. Bowen coming down this right-hand channel. Does have support in Vigore if he needs. Doesn't need him. Whips it across. Diabate collects the ball on this left-hand side now. One-on-one. And it's a lovely save by Rodak once more. He's definitely keeping Fulham in today's game. We could have had several goals by now. Bowen whips one in. Back post. Lovely header by Brewster. And Rodak once more with the save. It is another corner once more. Delivered in by Bowen. Nice cross, and Mawson heads it away. Nilis Cavallero coming down this right-hand channel, and it rolls out. That is a lovely time for the highlight to end and for us to bring on some substitutions. So nobody particularly is having a bad game. Brewster, yes, 6.6, but kind of expected. We then have a few players who are a bit on the bad condition side, so let's see who's the worst. Palacios and Bowen are key for taking off at this point. Kasich, Vigore on yellow cards. I think what I'm going to do is hold on to one, risk the yellow cards. We're going to take Palacios off for Pearson. We will then do Bowen coming off, I guess, for Algeria? Question mark? Algeria... You can play though. You can kind of play though. Is Diaz a better alternative? Yes, Diaz is a better alternative. We will use Diaz instead of Algeria. So Diaz will come on that right-hand side. Pearson on in the middle. And we will save a substitution in case a yellow-carded player gets sent off. In which case, we shall probably take off Brewster and just play strikerless. But we are going to... Do I want to demand more? No, you know what? Praise them. I'm going to give a bit of praise. We'll be a bit more optimistic today. Give them a bit of praise. Make them feel good. Hopefully they will perform a little better if they get a little bit of praise. I have been hard on them all season. Vigore to Pearson. Pearson, nice ball to Diaz. Diaz, can he get a crossing? Whips one in. It's blocked by Mawson, though. Mawson to Seri. Nice kick away. Katic has it on the halfway line, though, to Pearson. Pearson to Gaetano. Nice ball across to Diaz once more. Will he do anything with it? Cuts inside. Lovely goal by Diaz. That was a beautiful first goal of the season for Sergio Diaz, assisted by Gianluca Gaetano. So, nice little crossover. He just gets past his man and whips it across goal into the corner. Couldn't ask for a cleaner finish than that. Butland now short to Pavlovic. Plays it across to Katic. That was risky. Plays it to Gaetano. Gaetano, nice ball out to Diabate on this left-hand side. Can he get past his man? No, he plays it back to Pearson. Nice ball over the top to Brewster, though. Holds the ball up on this left-hand side. Plays it out wide to Reinwald. Nice cross, Gaetano. Lovely shot. Lovely cross and lovely goal. That is Gaetano's third of the season, assisted by Reinwald. So, finally, we are bouncing back, folks. Had a couple of rough games in the past few episodes. Bournemouth, of course, was a rather disappointing result, but this 3-0 away to Fulham looks like a turnaround in form. Hopefully. Touch wood. Of course, my head is wooden, because we all know it is hollow. But it is full time here at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, Hull City 3. They've had 10 shots, we've had 14. 3 on target, we've had 10. 8 fouls to our 9, 1 yellow card to our 3, 52% possession to our 48. Their best performer stayed as their goalkeeper. He made 9 shots saved, 6.8 rating for Rodak. We then have Gaetano, who got 1 goal and an 8.5 for us. Struggling to perform, Fernandez once more for them, 6.3, 0% crossing completion ratio. Also staying for us, Palacios, 6.7 rating, was our struggling performer. That means the player of the match goes to Gaetano. So let's head to the dressing room. I've also noticed Diaz picked up a bit of a knock. So that's not looking good. We'll have a little look at that before we wrap up today's episode. But Carlos thinks we should tell the boys they did well and the efforts were excellent. They were. I'm happy with the result and the way you played. That was a nice little game, lads. Keep it up for the rest of the season. So, let's see how long Sergio Diaz is out. After his first goal for us, 5 to 7 days. Twisted knee, not so bad. Could have been worse, I suppose. Gaetano on form for Hull, and the Boar spotted at Craven Cottage. He looks to be taking a look at... Okay, so it wasn't the Lukaku. Good. Jordan Lukaku and Katic were the players he's looking at. His interesting side. Who do you manage right now? Bournemouth. I'm not selling anyone to Bournemouth. I refuse to help Bournemouth get better. That is my policy now. After the way Bournemouth embarrassed us 4-1 in the previous game, I refuse to sell anyone to them. But as you can see, we currently lie in 6th place. Hopefully Norwich throw away their game in hand. Brighton, I don't see them catching us because they need to turn around a 16-goal gap. So unless they thump the other team 17-0, they won't be jumping above us. So where shall we be returning? We have 5 games left of the season. I think what I'll do is I'll play West Ham, Man U, Man City offline. We shall come back for Aston Villa and Norwich on the weekend. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope to see you on Saturday's episode. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.